Gotcha.
And it's probably quicker to say.
Pickle? Yeah, it definitely
Pickle
is.
than
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Either
Wow.
way.
We're about to get into it. CT side start for Luminosity. Good chance.
So just as a quick update right at the start, there's some technical issues, a little bit of TeamSpeak problems, so we're just going to chill for a little bit while they get that figured out. Yeah, so CT side is, I mean, it can be such a scary thing, right, when you have someone like Yell, who we saw the impact he had with the AWP. If they can't get the economy going, if they can't get a quick start on the CT side, the money is going to be an issue for a team that needs to have their impact player with the AWP. And, I mean, obviously, when you switch things over, you can say the same thing about Immortals when they go into their own CT side with Henny, and then KNG as well, who can be such a dangerous double op setup.
Yeah, they double opt actually on Cash T side one round where they carried one over and they each were wielding one. So
we had a conversation about it on the desk last game. Not a big fan of the double up setup on the T side.
Never. I was going to say never. Like, I was going to say Cash, okay, maybe because you could take the up battle like immediately in the early picks. But like this map especially, no way. I can't see double up working.
It's at least like a fun gimmick, right? Like if you pick it up, I would never invest in it. But if you pick up a second one, you want to switch things up, maybe catch them off guard one round. Like give it up, drop the op, get the rifle in your hand as soon as you possibly can. Fun gimmick to do for 2-3 rounds. Catch them, when they're not expecting it, and then just drop it because once it puts you in so many awkward positions. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you have to be aggressive onto a bomb site, you're just leaving teammates out to dry at that point.
Dude, you know what's crazy?
What's that?
Is that there's already an advantage for Luminosity because even the Immortals players have to play on Luminosity gaming monitors. Like, they could just give them the lemons.
I've missed you. Oh, boy.
Yeah, starting off early.
Yeah, this is going well. Or late for us.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to not remind myself that it's late and pretend like it really is just morning and my body will eventually wake up.
We've done a good job keeping onto that North American schedule these past couple days.
It's true, actually. We have. We've invested into it, you could say.
Yes, very much so. Well, here comes a straight-up B-rush. Getting into the action right off the bat is the Immortal side.
Yes, Showtime's already flashed off, though, very quickly, but it's Yell that's rotating around, so down through connector, takes out Bolts immediately. That gives Destiny a chance to run back in through water and take out KNG, so very good retake. They're all around the site, but they need to still get toward it. They have a kid on PKL when they do arrive, excuse me, and there we go. Yell's name showing up correctly in the top now. He's going to take out Lucas, and he goes down immediately after. Good start from Luminosity.
Yeah, that was sick. The B defender spots it coming really, really early, and instead of trying to fight in any capacity, just falls all the way back. And the good thing is, since he's the only player there, Luminosity's doing aggressive over towards Fountain. They have the quick flank. Yeah, it was Showtime who spots it out and just bails out. And look how fast. Look where all the aggression comes in from Luminosity being, quick flanks that came down the danger stairs. They're already encircling that bomb site. So even though it's a B rush, even though Immortals gets the bomb site so quick, they have nowhere else to go. They have no post plant set up so they can get into. That's a pretty clean sweep at the 1-0. We said CT side you need to get a fast start. That's a good one. 3 UMPs as well to build up some money.
Yep. Money, money, baby, as you would say. Oh, wait, sorry, that's Henry.
Yeah.
So, early aggression toward the stairs and Fountain. They make some contact. 2 flashes go out, and then they back off immediately. So Yell and Destiny are going to play together inside of bathrooms. But no rotation off of B, even though they've spotted a few players.
There's the initial contact. And this should be pretty easy round. I mean, the plant, they've got to know that there's going to be the AKs coming, obviously, with that plant and the pistol round. But there's not a whole lot of danger here. It's just these close-up fights. These can always go one way or the other, right? Just one bullet from the Tech 9, one bullet from the PT-50. Great nade work, though.
Going to try and work their way directly into the site for a second plant. That's got to be the goal here. So good hold by Destiny as he takes down 3. Spawns back out, gets a pistol kill as well, and they all go down. Luminosity's going to pick up the rounds. I missed the little soundbite that says counter-terrorist or terrorist win. The truth is I'm not very smart, so I rely on as much information as I possibly can get.
Yeah, that was always the, it's like the insurance policy, right? You'll always know who wins that round if you're not looking at the monitor at that time.
Exactly, and usually I'm looking at Twitter.
Yeah, naturally, responding to various Twitter arguments that go on, among other things.
Controversial.
Well, I mean, that's a good round from Destiny, using the range of the M4 properly. Now it's the AK-47s that come out. Low utility for the T side, though. I mean, they can't do anything too complex. One smoke, I think that's 4 flashbangs that they have, so it's just if you don't have a very deep playbook with this kind of thing. And actually, Destiny might just help him out with an aggressive push. This could give him a huge advantage. This would be so nice if he keeps going forward. Immortals would love that.
Yep. It's a great boost from Steel. We've seen SK use this boost quite a bit as well. To sit back and wait to see if anyone will push through. Astralis has flirted with it from time to time, but Showtime's going to take Bolts down immediately, who's just evaluating what's going on at the B site.
Man, there's that Destiny push. So that helps equalize things. I don't like that play from Bolts, though. I mean, when you're in this kind of situation, you have to be able to trade. You don't have the utility to get too creative on these hits. So sending someone just kind of alone through monster, I feel like, is not I mean, just setting him to a head-up fight. I guess it's kind of what you want when you're low in utility, but if it doesn't pan out, just look at the risk it leaves you in. No map control towards that B bomb site. They basically have one option to go, and they're basically out of utility. 3 flashbangs to use for the rest of this passage.
And they've got no smoke left on bathrooms, so they're going to walk directly by Yell. Down goes the bomb. He thought about going through the smoke, it looked like originally. Smarter play, sits back, 2 down, bomb included. And it's just Yell and Lucas that want to go in, who in my GoTV for some reason have the name The King and I Follow Jesus, which is kind of confusing when I look at my mini-map.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
What an interesting name. Yeah, this is perfect for Luminosity. Even if Immortals has all the success in the world, the bomb is still so far away. So, I mean, they can have the A bomb site. No one cares at this point.
This is the risk as well with the early buy. Obviously, it's justifiable. You've got AK-47s instead, but you buy in early, you go down early. Now they're back to just pistols. Without utility in the last round, they couldn't do much. You're going to go 4-0 to start off for Luminosity.
The danger as well is only getting 1 kill there. That's going to help the economy so much. Luminosity, another round where essentially... Oh, actually, is this a big investment? No, it's not. They haven't bought anything yet.
Well...
Struggling with this new... Yeah,
I mean, Destiny bought $2,800 into it, but yeah, if you want to look on the right side.
No, the other side.
Oh, you were looking at the other side.
See if they were
Immortals.
force buying into it, but they're just upgrading some pistols.
Yeah, because I was going to say as well, like they upgraded an M4 on Destiny, but that's because they have AKs picked up and carried over. So they got a free upgrade, essentially. They've got almost a round in hand on the CT side.
No, but it's just another chance for Luminosity, right, to just build up more and more bank. Because, I mean, coming out here, no armor as well on the board. And while all the SMGs are gone, it's just, you shouldn't lose too many players in this round if you're LG.
And even if they do, if somehow Immortals picked up this round, they've got money for another, so it would take 2 tries to break them. So positioning in the site, it's PKL that's going to play on the mound. And at the pillar, it's Lowry and Showtime. Who's Lowry? See, they're all confusing me in-game.
Just shows how much you cast off the mini-map, Matthew. We found your crutch.
It's fine. It's fine.
I follow Jesus coming up the danger stairs.
See? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's tricky.
Either way, I mean, this is now, Immortals doesn't have any great idea of where they want to go with this one. They were hoping, you could see Forbin took control of those short sewers. They don't find any contact. They don't really find any action. No early kills. So they're just kind of falling all the way back now. 3 players taking over bathrooms. And again, this is going to fall right into the hands of guys like Yell, guys like Destiny in this A bomb site, the range of the AK, of the M4, the utility they have to play with as well. Not a whole lot of openings for Immortals this round. Still taking it very slow, hoping they can get something lucky. It's not to be at the moment. The head of Lucas comes off. More long-range battles. And now they've gotten a little bit close. A chance, but coming through the smoke, they can't find anything. It's a clean sweep. It's a wipeout. Yeah,
Destiny again is the one to step up on the top of the site. So Luminosity is actually looking very, very formidable on this CT side. Like you said, they built up their money again. They didn't lose anything that time around. And Immortals have to play a long game, a survival game in this first half at this point in time because they're on another full investment. This will be a max loss bonus if they lose it. But without a bomb plant, you're going to be limited to just basically the $3,400.
Yeah, they haven't had a whole lot of success. There's only 2 kills on the Immortal side right now. It's Lucas, just the 2 frags. Wow. So, yeah, they just have nothing coming their way at the moment. I mean, obviously, when you get down to it, you can have the best tracks in the world, and if you're not getting the kills, it's just not going to work. That's just how it is. At the moment, this is the best buy that Immortals have had. Remember that first round investment from the AK-47s, 1 smoke and 4 flashbangs is all they had to utilize. Early battle, though, looking likely in the danger stairs. Critical portion on the map. And this is Immortals just looking unsuspecting. Nice double kill from Yell, this time with the AK-47.
Molotov down. No one will push any further. They'll be able to back off cleanly. It's low HP for Yell, but the rest are quite good.
And this is so nice, Matt. I mean, because they fall all the way back. There's no chance of them getting overextended on the map. There's no chance of someone on the Immortal side just finding an easy kill just by timing or something like that. It's going to be a 3-on-5 no matter what happens moving forward into this round. The Immortal side is all spread out across the map. 1 towards the sewers, 1 towards B, 1 towards A. No chance of doing any kind of quick aggression that could catch some of the defenders of the other bomb site off guard. This is really well played from the defense. Luminosity looking sharp here.
Lowry is Shaz, by the way.
Lowry is what?
Shaz. I drag my A's, all right. Shazam?
It's a whole Canadian thing with you, isn't it?
Yeah, upstate New York, Maritime, that whole area.
That's a shame.
Well, maybe. But it's better than being from Michigan.
Whoa.
Specifically Flint. PKL jumps up, no contact, but they definitely know the T's are outside of the A site. Rotations are coming around now as well. Showtime, Yell, and Shaz. Pickles got it all.
He really does.
Oh, don't. Okay.
Okay. Well, it's going to get a free kill either way. Yeah, Immortals just don't look locked in. If I'm Immortals right now, I'm taking a timeout. I'm just saying, that's it. That's all. We have to take a timeout at the moment. Reset, talk something over. It's not even strategic. Still only 2 kills on the board. This is 2 gun rounds they've had, and they've only found 2. I mean, KNG, Henny, Bolt, Steel, all 0 frags. This is just, I mean, this is the power of turtling up, right? You force Immortals to come commit to this bomb site. You still have so much utility left. So as soon as any pressure is felt, you just lob it all. You just bomb flashbangs in the air. They're running through Molotovs, running through smokes. It's just easy kills from there on out.
Yeah, and like as you said, this best of 1 leaves you into the upper bracket, which is a good position to be in. Obviously, we're in the upper bracket now, but you know what I mean, into the best of 3 position. So it's a big chance for Luminosity as well, who I wouldn't have picked as one of sort of the 2 teams to watch in this event if I had to.
You always got to keep your eye on it, though. I mean, right? Because they've had a lot of support, obviously, from the region for a long time. Actually, hold that thought. Lucas is going to find one aggressive. PGL's not ready for it. Now it's going to be Steel to follow things up in a 4-on-4, and they're doing good work. Actually, this is a very slow take, but finally they're just focusing on the trades.
Yeah, and Henny's actually got one with the Tech 9 as well on the way through, so they've got a great advantage. But Yell takes down Henny as soon as he plants the bomb. So not much more he could have done in this situation, but it's onto the site. You still have to watch the positioning right now of KNG. As he's up close, he'll be able to swing in quickly, but they know he's there. AK still in hand, tries to fight back. Flash doesn't catch him in full duration, but Yell throws a second so that he can drop down in, knows he's there, and goes directly to that position as KNG was forced either left or right. They had both sides covered, but Steel now is the one to step up, and Immortals will do exactly that in this round. They'll pick up some upgraded weapons, including an AWP.
Yeah, big time round from Immortals. They get things simple. They just say, we're just going to go towards this B-bomb site. It's not even a full buy. Some Tech 9s were out at the moment. Lucas with the opening kill, having big impact there, but Steel to close it out. Still, we mentioned this a couple times, because they only had a few kills up until this point, a lot of money built up on the Luminosity side. Immortals going to have to win at least 2 more to really exhaust the cash reserves that Luminosity has built up. But that's at least a good sign. Keep it simple. Trade as you enter into the site. Now Yell's got the AWP, so it gets a little bit more challenging.
Oh, missed shot, though. They're going to push him down. He misses the second. He actually didn't. He legged Lucas, or rather tagged him through the wall, but it's Lucas that's going to pick up the AWP instead, so they'll have 2 now on a T side, and Bolt's much better than pushing through blindly, sits back and lets them go over aggressive.
Yeah, this is sick. Immortals has picked up the pace so nicely these past 2 rounds. First all in B, and then 3 players coming up the danger stairs. Even Yell's off. If he gets that first kill, it's probably okay. He can either retreat or he can either set up for the second shot. Either way, doesn't get the initial kill. He gets hunted down, and then it's just very, very quick from there. Luminosity tries to get aggressive. Bolts is prepared for that. So it seems like this fast pace may be taking some of the picks that Luminosity was getting out of the equation, taking some of the decision-making that Immortals has to do out of the equation. And now we mentioned this in the pregame, Matthew. Double op set up on the T side. Hate to see it.
Yep, carried over. So Henny and KNG. PGL, though, through the smoke. Not even a full flash that went over that I spotted, but either way, he gets a kill for it. He'll go down. So too does Yell. So Henny and Steel step back up. AK-47 for Steel. And the advantage that they got was overextended. And is now problematic. Not only that, Destiny's going to try and sit around a little bit more for a further contact play, but he's got to watch any further aggression to come from Park. So Steel could easily catch him. I think he will. Yep. No chance.
Yeah, I'm not sure the thought process there from Destiny. Pushing up in that smoke, I mean, there's a timer on that play, right? If you miss the timer, you have no way of safely retreating, as you can see there. Tagged by the op, cleaned up by Steel. Either way, this round turns into this match could just turn into a little bit of a brawl. Fast pace on both sides, aggression on the defense as well. He's going to have a nice angle for 1, and he can't get the second. Nice trade from KNG.
Yeah, very good trade. If he picks up both there, the round falls apart after Immortals started off so well. Almost gifted the start that they had as well because of the overextension. But Showtime, last alive, 1 versus 3. Steel way back to watch rotation through mid, so they won't have to watch in toward construction or consider that. Both Henny and KNG can sit in bags and find Showtime in the window, which they do quite easily.
Yeah, he was posted on that spot during the entirety of the plant. And finally, Immortals has just burned through the cash on the Luminosity side. 5 straight for LG, 3 straight now for Immortals. So a good chance of them getting back into this game. Down 5-0, looked a little dire just because they weren't having success with anything. But now with the money gone, chance to tie things up. Luminosity's got to find another way to be successful because they've been stumped. Some of this aggressive plays out of the Immortals side has just caught them off guard. And then when they try and switch things up themselves, Immortals just seem ready. Sat far back, waiting for the pushes through the smoke. They're able to trade things out, even losing the initial action, but still finding ways to have the advantage in the round.
Bit of a stack down toward the stairs at lower. Complement that with 2 players inside of water, and they've got the door pinched off. KNG, the king, as he puts it.
The king.
He's going to sit back. Nade's well-intended, only does minor damage onto Shaz. Shaz, as you say, I'm sorry.
Shaz.
Shiz?
I think.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, we'll just go with it.
You can't trust Zach in these situations.
No,
he told
you
us,
can't.
He told it was Shiroza.
Shiroza,
something
like
that.
Sabrosa.
Except, yeah. So something feels off about that to me.
Well, they've got 2 nades now going down into the stairs. And they've got Lucas just waiting above them to see if they'll be pushed out.
It seems like they have an indication this is coming, right? They have some kind of info. I don't think they really spotted anyone, but no one's even messed with those stairs. And actually, having said that, I think they have an inclination. No one's watching it. Bolts is coming around now, so the timing is actually going to be in Bolts' favor. This is going to be perfect for him. Should be able to have a field day with maybe 1 or 2. Maybe not. They spot him out, but now he's got the communication out to his team. There shouldn't be any more danger for this.
No, but a good shot from Destiny is going to take Bolts down and give an AK to him. Steel's got to win the kill at the back stairs. There'll be a second AK picked up on both sides of the site before the bomb's planted, which they'll do safe side. Chaz is still threatening.
There's no need for that.
No,
Steel.
there's really not. And the problem is it's an AK grab. Yet again, there's no armor for Chaz, but he's going to continue to try and move on. Maybe no armor a big of a problem because through the fence, straightforward for Lucas and Immortals pull back within 1. So they have turned their fate. It looked a little bit grim to start, I have to say, based on, like you said, 2 kills in the first 3 rounds, and things weren't looking good for money.
At 5-0, you can't really be too worried. There's still plenty of Counter-Strike to be played. A lot of things can happen. It's just when there's only 2 kills, you're just like, all right, now they just have to snap into it. That's always the wonder. So slow start, but they've now run 4 straight, so they've caught back up. We've got a game in our hands. Full buy out of the Terror side as well, still with that double ops setup, which is pretty interesting. And even with 2 ops, all 5 are going to go towards the B bomb site. They're going for the uppercut. It's just going to be a straight rush. Flash bounces off the ground. There's Lucas again with the entry, and everything else streams forward. Pico's got to do more, and he's not going to. That is so quick, so aggressive, and the round's over. This is a save call from Luminosity.
Yep, backing way out toward the park. It's Destiny and Yell. It's going to be in this AWP for Yell, so just peek at the money myself. I know you've got it all on stream. It's all live now. It's not amazing for Yell. $0. Oh, I'm going to have a pause coming in the next round.
Yes, we are. Imagine from LG.
I would highly suspect that to be true.
I think it's so interesting that Immortals is running a double op setup with the T side and calling rushes.
That is actually a really good point, right? That is bizarre. Okay, who sees the other first? Steel seemingly did. Destiny's on 18. I'd say they lose this M4.
Tapping away at the little booties.
Little booties. The king of the little booties.
Yeah,
Henry G.
This would be so. It's such a weird call. And actually, this is now so detrimental for LG. I don't think they have time. He's going to round the corner. No, he's not. He's going to turn away. So 1 M4 brought into the next round. But yeah, that's the interesting. That's the thought process where I think it was the fast B rush essentially that started them out on the winning foot, and they're still going back to it. It's just curious to see it with the double ops, because normally when you have a double AWP, you want to give the oppers time to have some kind of an impact, to take the fight that they want, to go spread out across the map, see if they can find a kill, see if they can find a duel they like to take, see if they get set up to put them in a position for map control. And this is just straight up, you know, we're not going to do any of that. This is kind of like the opposite of your thought process behind an AWP, just straight up rushes. It's working so far, 5 straight, and you can see 3 players on the Immortal side now have over $10,000. So they're the ones with the huge money. LG's on the back foot. They're going to do a half investment. They have the full losing bonus, so they'll still be able to buy whatever they want in the next round. This isn't too bad for LG decision on their part. They just need to start taking some guns away, force some rebuys in this round if they can.
I'm hating it, but loving it at the same time that they're running this double up.
You want to be critical, right? You have that feeling where it's just like, this shouldn't be working. But it's hard when they just, not only winning, but just deleted everyone in that last round.
Well, Steel goes quickly toward the party this time. Good headshot. Yell goes down. Quick. Convincing. AK-47 wins out. So pistols this time spread out as well, by the way. Make note of the fact last time we had that stack inside the stairs.
That's the M4 gone as well.
And I think he'll just babysit that. Should.
Yeah.
I don't know if he could see that the M4 went down or not in that position, but there's no way they're going to get toward that. Bolts already spots PKL and Lowry. Rather, Shaz. Shh, ignore that. Bruno Mars. He's actually got a gun and the AK, so he doesn't need to go for the M4. With a minute to work with. Bomb, they'll go plant an A just to be sure. Doesn't even need to. KNG's already spotted him.
This is where it's going to be interesting to see the response from Luminosity, because this is where losing 6 straight and just feeling like nothing has gone right, you sometimes can start seeing cracks in teams where maybe they get a little bit too individual. Maybe this is where you start seeing some overextensions out of individual players, and certainly we saw it that previous round. Once the first player falls, it's a peek from Destiny and Stairs with the M4 trying to make something happen. Just individual peeks all across the map with those pistols. And I mean, it is, it's a round where they just have pistols, so you can kind of forgive it. They're trying to make something happen because you have to have a little bit of magic. But if that's going to happen on gun rounds as well, Immortals likely going to eat that up. 6 straight for them. Not a rush this time. It's a default, but it's heavily slanted towards the B bomb site. 3 players outside B taking over short sewers. Here's Henny leading the way with one of these AWPs. There's the shot he's looking for. It's beautiful.
Yeah, dilly of a pickle that time. And he's going to keep working his way around with the AWP, cover off his teammate, Bolts, that's going to try and push in through the sandbags.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe this is kind of the thought process, right? When they slow things down, look at all the different ways they can use that AWP. Go for the jumping shot. You have one watching. It seems like they have, you know, KNG is just going down the ladder, watching the danger stairs, seeing if there's anyone there, anyone to get aggressive, any way to find a pick if they're going to peek that. And then Henny can just kind of pick and choose his battles elsewhere across the map if they're going to remain in some kind of a slow default.
Funny thing is, they're both inside of the stairwell position right now. Henny's watching through Squeaky. KNG's just watching up toward bathrooms. Mid-anchored off.
Just controlling the center of the map, right?
Yep.
And this is where, for inexperienced teams, it can be a little bit tough to go up against this, even if, yes, it is 2 ops on the T side. But if you're scared of getting picked off, it's very, very difficult to kind of have the balls to make plays when there's 2 ops somewhere on the map.
A lot of flashes thrown over. Showtime's re-smoked Monster. This could be his chance. Walk through. He's got to hit the shots, though. Takes the first bomb as well. Double kill for Showtime. Perfect utility deployed, but Bolts is able to get in from the sandbags. Shaz gets caught by that as well, trying to fade through the smoke at Monster. So they'll lose control of the bomb, and it's brought down to a 1 versus 2. Destiny smoked off. Does he go? Smokes himself in a little bit deeper, flash through, and Bolts just takes his head off before he even emerges.
Yeah, you can see that play coming. You wanted to do something clever. Gotta hope for some kind of a missed shot coming out of that smoke as well. It's not going to happen. Even with that success at Showtime, the recovery from Immortals is nice. Bolts coming all the way around. Yeah, this is that shot out of Henny.
Bang.
Hand caught in the pickle jar.
Yep.
Well, you could see some of the desperation now out of Luminosity. You're buying here, but you only have 5 UMPs. So no rifles on the board. Again, though, with the full losing bonus, they're going to be able to buy in the next round. So this is just kind of a half buy, wanting a little bit more options than the pistols provide.
Yell. Does he actually get? He gets close to the fence, or rather the bench, I should say. The wall. Does he get much further? Because he made a lot of noise getting here, even though there was flashes thrown over. I think they're going to check for him, and there you go. Lucas times it well. Gets a bit lucky. He was looking the other way, but either way finds the kill and goes up. A man advantage already for Immortals. Minute 25 to work that advantage too, and this time back down to rifles, yet playing slower.
Yeah, and this is great. I mean, we've been seeing this out of Luminosity, and pretty much every time it's an anti-force buy. Get a couple picks, get a couple kills, and just slow things down. This is probably one of the best mid-round outcomes we've seen for Luminosity in these situations, though. 2 kills, so it's 2-on-3 situation. Here's a duel that you would like to win if you're PKL. You gotta see the gun barrel here and the UMP. It's not going to do it. Steel wins it out.
Like you say, the gun barrel's showing. The fact that they had to go back to the T stairs to get the bomb, if they win that,
yeah,
it's actually quite a good position to be in, because then you could split up either bomb site. They've already got Destiny pushing from formation. It might have encouraged the bomb to head over his direction, and he would have caught it off. But now he gets to a 1v1. I thought Lucas would win that exchange.
Well, yeah, we probably thought Pickle was going to win his exchange out towards long, right? So things have evened out here, but Destiny's only 19 HP. You imagine he's just going to save this AK-47 for the next buy round. No utility, no kit either, so just let him win it. Just keep that forward into the next rifle round. 8 straight for Immortals now, Matt.
Yeah, that's something. I would have expected him to win this game, but it hasn't gone the fashion I would have expected it to in that sense.
One thing Immortals is doing really, really cool in some of their mid-rounds is they're always doing such a good job of keeping an eye on the flank, right? They have someone watching their back, someone watching the side of the map where they don't have very much information. So even though Lucas loses that fight, that fight occurs so far away from where the bomb site is that there's plenty of time for his teammates to choose an appropriate plant spot. How many times have you seen a dual loss there and someone's planting default and they just get taken out? So plenty of time to adjust that if needed, plenty of time to get in post-plant positions. All good stuff. So Immortals, you know, after that 0-5 blip to start this half out, they've just been very, very on point. Still running a double off setup. They had a chance to switch out of it.
Yep. Well, they did for a round or two. Went to an AK picked up. But now, you mentioned back to it, round 14 as well. Luminosity starting off 5-0. Need to get one more in this surely. CT side as well on overpass. Not idyllic. And a more aggression from them. The CT's out at mid, pushing all the way up again to the fence. PKL that's going to try and hold off. Destiny's out at long, now around the corner together, and together they get a kill, but it's traded back by Steel, who wins the battle against both.
They've done that same aggression. I think that's the 3rd time they've really done it this half, and it hasn't really panned out either time. Even when they get the initial kills, the trades all go in the way of the T side. So that switch up, Luminosity seems to love it, but it's not panning out well. The moment they have the good read, but this is where Immortals just kind of slows things down. You can see Steel and Henny still very, you can see on the mini-map, still very aware of the flank. Especially with over a minute, they can be as patient as they want. Keeping their eyes, and all the meanwhile, this is going to be a hit towards the B bomb site. The question just becomes, how much of a distraction does Steel want to throw? Does he want to push up towards bathroom? Or is he going to reconvene with them?
Smoke goes to the sandbags. Set up in the site is Showtime. Tries to elevate himself slightly above the boards and see anyone that wants to push through, but no one is yet. It's going to be all Monster by the looks of it. 4 players. You're scared of clowns, Jason, but are you scared of monsters? Because there's a big one climbing its way into the B site.
Yeah, not scared of monsters. Clowns, another story for sure. Really, really nice job by Immortals. I mean, Luminosity has to go for it at this point. They just need some rounds on the board this late in the game. It's such a hard call to make as well.
And they're going to make it. They're going to fall off this. Or are they? Yell's a little bit closer, but yeah.
He's just covering. I mean, so going unnoticed in this round a little bit is Immortals reconvening. All 5 are going to hit towards that B bomb site, but they do something really cool. As they walk up, before their teammates have all joined with them, they throw a little bit of utility. That obviously makes the response from Luminosity is to throw more counter utility to cut off the choke points, slow down the hit if they can. But when nothing comes after that utility usage, you can see Showtime is just saying, well, this is probably a fake. Like, nothing's coming. Why is no one actually attacking this bomb site? It's probably going to be, I got to get over there quickly. So he starts kind of falling off the bomb site, and it really, really isolates that other player. And then letting Henny, letting AWP just kind of pick and lead their way into the bomb site. Excuse me, I think it was KNG who got that kill. Is perfect because there's no utility in the choke points. He's got free line of sight. Just an easy pick off for him once he spots the player coming around that monster pillar. Yeah, this has been a dominant recovery from Immortals, hasn't it?
Huge. I mean, the interesting thing is no one's way ahead of in kill total either. It's been quite a good team effort in that regard.
Well, I mean, the player that you think would maybe not be as low in the scoreboard is Henny. 5 kills for him. He hasn't even had too big of an impact.
Yeah, and it's KNG that's got 8 kills on his AW, well, or 8 kills total. I don't know if they were all needed. I think he got 1 on the rifle. But yeah, it's kind of true.
Yeah, but I mean, some of these rounds have been so quick, right? So you expect the AK-47s to be racking up most of the kills. So I mean, it's no big deal that like someone like Henny or KNG, as long as they just get 1, like between the 2 ops, if they could just get 1 or 2, with the amount that Immortals is just steamrolling at the moment, there's just no kills for the ops to find.
Bolts waiting patiently. KNG's going to go back around. The bomb's still out over toward bathrooms. So the fact that Bolts is at sandbag is actually all right, because if they push through to try and rotate back around, if they do in fact go away, he's in prime position to take them down. And he's got ears on the site. Well, not eyes, but he'll be able to hear any rotations as well off of B. And I think they're going to walk straight toward him. Showtime. Oh, but he checks it. Checks it brilliantly. Takes Bolts down immediately. Meanwhile, Yell takes KNG. Tag on the second, but not the kill. That leaves Lucas in a position to capitalize. And Steel follows up, doing the same to Destiny, and now PKL. This is going to be round done. 10 in a row, potentially, for Immortals. I won't say done just yet, because Lucas is on 16, but that shot pretty much confirms it.
Yeah, I thought Showtime seeked into a pretty cool position there. Duels all going the way of Immortals once again. This is going to be 10 in a row. Henny even through the fence. That's quite nice. Luminosity, no response. I mean, even some of those half buys that might have come out, the UMP buys and everything, there was just no... I think the main issue for LG is that their kind of ideas were turtle up, play passively in the bomb site, or get highly aggressive towards Fountain, right? We saw that 3 separate times. There was no controlling bathrooms. There was no forcing Immortals to fight for every inch as they gained map control, as they kind of creeped across the map towards the bomb site. You never put the oppers in an uncomfortable position. They were allowed to just kind of sit back, let people peek into them. You had nothing to really challenge those oppers. You couldn't really afford your own. A lot of really tough things from Luminosity, but at a map like this where you can go through that systematic map control and just choke off bomb sites, you need to challenge more away from the sites, in a sense where you don't need to challenge until death. You just need to challenge and use utility.
Bolts is going to back off very quickly. Well, breaks at half, straight back into it. And Immortals winning this pistol could wrap up this game quite quickly. We'll see whether or not they do. Showtime's going to make the first shots over toward B. Shots has gone down to 87. Showtime gets slight damage back into one of the twins. Actually, both of the twins are playing there together.
I think Bolt's heard all that. Nice pop flash as well when he hears the footsteps fades. He said, I'm going to clear this out, and he has all the info. You're going to see KNG and even maybe Steel start to rotate over towards that B bomb site. It's all on Lucas and Henny, though.
Good shot. Lucas takes down Showtime. Swinging over, better still. Henny's got the third one. It looked like Lucas would get the ball. Shaz gets an answer finally, but he's rotated around and pinched off by the man you said had the information. Bolts. Quick to the case. PKL. Good luck.
Those are the proactive plays we didn't see out of Luminosity, because they never really had anyone in position to make those plays. They never had anyone in bathrooms. They never really had anyone pushed up towards long unless it was an AWP. So when Bolts is there and he hears the footsteps and he hears him kind of running away, he's just saying, all right, I have a flashbang. I'm in position to make the play. Because if he falls there, it's so far away from the bomb sites that you have a chance to recover still. But it pans out perfectly. So he's able to rotate people over easily. Even if Lucas and Henny, like one of them dies, they don't get 3 kills, there's still a chance to recover the round. He's on a quick flank. He gets one. I mean, that's kind of the proactive defense that we talk about frequently when we say that's kind of what you need to do. You need to have that information. You need to have that aggressiveness.
So Henny backs away immediately after some contact out toward Park. Just a walk in the park. Jason?
A stroll. A stroll in the park. Out to have a picnic.
Would you bring pickles to a picnic?
Yeah, you could. Dill pickles, I think, are appropriate for picnics.
Yeah, ooh, spotted. PKL actually could... never mind.
I hate that.
I take it all back.
That one Molotov ruins everything. On the hunt as well. A couple players brought down to around the mid-60s on the Luminosity side of things. Here's that bathroom control as well. Bolt's doing a good job so far. And this is where it gets so dicey. No utility for the Luminosity side, 2 flashbangs. You just kind of got to hope and group up and hit. I think this might actually end up being a fake of some sort. I think that's kind of the idea they have right now. Showtime and yell over towards the B bomb site. 3 players towards A. Flashbangs towards that A bomb site. See if you can just get 1 kill that's going to make Immortals sweat a little bit, make them worry.
Play from Henny. Bolts pushes out with him. He could catch off the rotations through bathrooms. Does he ever?
That's the thing. Look how much information they've got. And I mean, on top of that, the kills obviously make things much easier. But they're just saying, all right, there's 35 seconds left in the round. We don't know what's coming. We don't know where they are. Let's go find out. Let's go search for it. And I mean, obviously, in this kind of a situation, just with the dry peaks, Bolts makes it look so easy. It's really not that easy.
So 12-5. They're in full control. No bomb plants. No early buy for the T side. They've fully gone in on pistols, it seems. If that money is indeed representational. No, okay, so I've misread it. I was looking at the amount spent, not the amount that they saved.
We're all doing a learning process. Aren't we?
I like it though. I like it. I actually think it's quite good. I like that there's active information throughout the course of the round.
Yeah.
But again, it takes adjustment.
It will, before we can fully use it in the most effective fashion. Well, here's an M4 getting a little bit close for my liking, and he does get traded off, but the nade does good damage.
Yeah, did it. Shaz down to 25. Yell 48.
Yeah, and in a round, especially if they don't have armor, even if they have an M4, it's just, you know, the aim punch is going to be so brutal. It's very far stretched to think that they're going to be able to come back in this round for that.
And here's Yell running over, so stopped up to wait to see if he would peek. Spots the jump. Like you say, no armor, he just gets obliterated. And look at Steel's position.
This is so frustrating. This is like the mind games. This is the mental warfare.
Ooh, the position of the corner. Okay. I thought he was going to check it, checked it, overlooked it, and almost went down, but recovers. A smoke on top of the bomb. He doesn't care. Steel just wants to win the round. He does so with Henny's help. 3 to go.
13 in a row, Matt.
That's actually pretty nuts.
That's not bad at all. Immortals fans rejoicing around the world, for the millions watching online.
And the thousands in the arena. Bravo. I don't have a can, but you know what I'd do with it.
You'd put it in the air, Matt.
I would.
There's only one thing you do with cans, really. Where were we before cans?
Wow, it is real bloody war right here on this server, in which the conditions are quite good. They'll head down below. Interesting smoke from Henny. Just right in the middle of long. Not jumping on a rock to see above it or anything. Just going to go beyond it as if it doesn't exist.
I mean, to the devs' credit, they did bring it up. Oppers who like to just drop a smoke and toy with it themselves with their own smoke and let them know what's going on. There's a missed shot from Henny out in the open as well. He recovers nicely. Yell can do nothing.
I'd yell. I'd rage.
Yeah. Punch the table.
Unhook a monitor. Well, PKL goes back over to look and see if there's anyone still around where his teammate was killed. There's not, but there is someone just in front of him toward the party. It's going to be Henny. Bolt is actually rotated in Or rather, excuse me, Henny's rotated in that position. Bolts is still there. I had it backwards. Either way, it's KNG down below. The king of the underpass takes down one. Shaw's still there, but smoked off. He won't be able to do much more. KNG flashes himself back through, but unfortunately, Destiny was already through the door, not blinded. Was able to take out Lucas ahead of time, but he sticks around to find him on the other side of it. 14 in a row. Things going from bad to worse.
Yeah, those battles are always so awkward. You have to toy with the smoke as well. Great defense from the Immortal side of things, though. And then this is the kind of the difference. The fights are all being taken away from the bomb, so you can see, I mean, the danger stairs, the bathroom, the stairs of the fountain over towards Picnic, outside a monster. They're not being actually taken during the executes. Luminosity can't even get into a position to execute onto a bomb site. This is really, really sick. It's so crazy to think at one time this was 0-5, and Luminosity only had 2 kills on the board across all 5 members. And now we're here, 14-5 with the blink of an eye. T-side switched up into a faster pace. That worked out nicely. The double ops was so effective. Luminosity had no real answer for that. And then you switch things over to the CT side, Matt, and Immortals, the information plays, the mid-round aggression.
Yep.
Again, Luminosity just is stumped.
KNG just having a time. Made a lot of noise, though. Sees a flash. Maybe that's enough for him to be content. Maybe not. But things we'll never know. But he has the information he was desiring. Here's the door as well, so tries to spray toward that through the tiny little board.
Again, though, Bolts continuing to push up. He hasn't been punished yet, so why stop? He's all the way at the end of long A. 3 players here at the B bomb site. He'll have a quick flank. There's a 4th player on the way as well for the Immortals defense.
And he's going to be the 4th. He's still just sitting on it because Bolts didn't clear bathrooms, but he should be on the way any second. Destiny, though, through the smoke. Timing is everything. Steel had just depleted his ammo. Wasn't ready for him to arrive. Lucas gets him back, though, so they won't get any access from that. They do force KNG out, but then don't really check it on the way through, and Showtime goes down. Meaning it's just Yell, Shaz, and, well, never mind. Shaz, just Yell and PK out.
Yeah, Bolts is still coming in as well. Even if he gets both of these kills, there's no way he expects Bolts to be coming in. And there it is, the 15th.
In a row.
In a row. That's quite sick. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They had that Molotov, right? And the hits are just so disjointed that they couldn't really punish the player who's running out of the Molotov. Who was that again? I couldn't remember who it was.
It was KNG.
KNG?
From
Yeah, I mean,
Jungle.
Showtime actually didn't even seem like he was considering it. Just didn't even seem like he wanted to look at all. But, I mean, even if it's not Showtime, there's no second player to back him up, right? You have 2 players
that's
coming
true.
through monsters, 2 players coming through short. You expect you have at least 2 people to kind of clear that.
I say good point. I say top-notch, chap.
Point to you, sir.
PKL going to go for the boost this time, so another team trying the same position. It's becoming quite common, to be fair.
You know who's absolutely loving this match right now?
Brazilian CS fans around the world.
Oh, yeah, there is that. But I'm saying Henny and KNG are just loving playing in this match. They haven't had any real pressure with the AWP. They've been able to do whatever they've wanted to do. They've been able to get away with everything. Even when they've died, they've won 15 straight. They've had all the money in the world to rebuy.
In the morning.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here.
But at night, they may not have it left.
Yeah, at night it might be an issue. Morning, we're all good. There it is, 2 kills with the AWPs. Henny and KNG chiming in. It's only Yell and Destiny left.
I would say their destiny's not worth yelling about. Because it's all but going to be over.
That's quite nice.
16 rounds in a row if they win this right now. The reverse sweep doesn't really work like that. But it's fine.
Another kill with the up. It's just the timing not working out for Yell.
Oh, okay.
Yep, no trigger discipline. 4 more kills to go, and he gets taken out by Bolts. 16-5.
Yeah, that was rather anticlimactic considering the start. I think the scoreboard right there says it all. 5 rounds at the start, which were convincing rounds. There was an early buy that failed. There was 2 kills only. What was that?
I hit my hand on the table, and then my other hand on the top of the hand, and it tapped the laptop.
Got you. I was wondering. I thought you broke something.
A whole sequence of unfortunate events.
Well, that's pretty much what that whole game was for Immortals. Or rather, for Luminosity. Immortals, it was great.
Yeah, Immortals are
16 rounds
loving
in a row.
that. 16 straight.
I don't really have much more to say, so let's let you listen to some commercials. Do you have anything else?
No, I'm all good.
Okay, well, that said, rolling back the years.
Rolling back the
Commercial
years.
break.